That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, you're shot down in May. I know I'm gonna change that tune.
I can't hear what you're
when
saying.
I'm back on top in June. I say that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on your dreams. And if I didn't think it was worth one try, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and fly. Oh, I fly. Oh yeah.
This is a review of Heineken on the sub. Done a few videos on the perfect draft, and I thought, do you know what, I've not done many on the sub, and why not? Let's see what people think. So please like the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe, and any comments. It'd be nice to know if anyone else is using the sub and what your thoughts are on Heineken, and if there's any ones out there that you think, what I want to know is what is the best beer or best lager on the sub to try. Heineken I think is pretty good. You know, put some comments below and let me know. But you saw me pour the pint, and it was a pretty bad pour, to be honest. The heads dropped on that considerably, so I think I might just quickly, better. There we go. Heineken, what is it? It's a pale lager, brewed in Holland, and they also brew it here as well, in the UK, under license. It's a bit different to the stuff that you get in Holland and the stuff that you get in the sub machine. It comes in a Torp. What is a Torp? This is a Torp. Comes in a 2 litre sort of torpedo, if you like. Peel the top off, slide it into the machine, and that's pretty much it. It holds 2 litres, which is 3.5 pints. I paid £8.49 for mine. Works out to about £2.83 a pint, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's this is the original stuff that's brewed in Holland and then shipped around Europe and then into the UK. So it's not the stuff that's brewed under license, so tastes a bit different. It's 5% in alcohol, so it's a premium lager. A lot of the lagers we drink here in the UK are close to 4% and probably some under, to be honest. So he would definitely call it a premium lager. And what a little bit about Heineken. Well, it's a pale lager, and it's a Dutch brewing company, which is Heineken International. One of the main sort of brewing sponsors for the sub, as far as I'm aware. A lot of the beers that you get on there pretty much come from the Heineken brewery. It was pretty much founded in 1864 by a Gerald Heineken, funnily enough, and he convinced his family to invest in this beer that he made in Amsterdam. Originally, they made a dark ale, believe it or not, like it might have been like a stout, but it was a dark beer. But then they realised when they went to these beer fairs and they were letting everyone taste it, all of a sudden from Germany, these Pilsners were becoming quite fashionable. So Heineken decided, you know what, we need to switch our game up and brew something a little bit more popular. That's why they got into these Pilsners. And it's been that ever since. I think everyone's heard of it. Heineken's covered all sorts of things, from the Champions League to World Cup rugby. They're a massive beer company name. It's world renowned, isn't it, Heineken? You know, you can get that in probably all over the world near enough that sells beer, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, let's have a quick look and see what we think of it. So I guess it's straw in colour. I think you can see there's good carbonation in that. I think you saw that when it was poured, to be honest. It was a terrible pour by me. I don't know if it was more me, the glass, or the fact that sometimes these subs can be a little bit lively. It's been in there for 24 hours though, so it should have calmed down a bit by now. But the smell, it smells like a lovely lager. A really nice smell to it. It's not got that strong, pongy sort of smell you get from some of those like Aldi beers, stuff like that, the cheaper stuff. Let's give it a bit of a sip. Oh, just smooth. So smooth. And no bitter aftertaste. And the bubbles as well, the carbonation when you're drinking it, it's not over gassy. I mean, that's the thing with these sub beers, you know, these from the sub and from the Phillips Perfect Draft. Until you've had a pint of it, you don't realise there's no bitter aftertaste that you get with some of what you get out of stuff that's cans and bottles. So easy to drink, and that's why it's so dangerous, because, you know, you put a sub in and you think it's 5%. I'll have one turns to 2. Before you know it, you're changing the Torp, and before you know it, you're taking paracetamol the next morning before going to work. So it's 5%. This is lovely. This is spot on. And like I said to you, like, comments. I mean, comments are fantastic. Let me know what you would drink on the sub, if there's something you'd like me to review. But I think this is by far one of the best ones that they've got, to be honest. It's just a really easy drinking beer, and I think the most important thing, like I said, when it comes down to me and drinking beer, I just want an enjoyable beer. You could have this with food, some meat, a barbecue, something like that. This would be perfect. If you had this on, you've got friends over, and you said, I'm doing another barbecue next weekend, I guarantee everyone will be putting their hands up to come back. Let's have another sip. Proper tasty that. That's an amazing Pilsner like lager. Absolutely fantastic. So listen, some top tips for you when it comes down to buying your machine. And when it comes down to the sub, you've got a couple to choose from. You've got the compact and you've also got the classic. They come in loads of different colours. So when you're looking to buy one, it's easy to get one past the missus, to be honest, because you can look at getting one that kind of matches the toaster. I don't have a Heineken toaster. I foolishly ordered one that I thought looked amazingly cool, and I still like the look of it, but the Heineken one's probably more suited for a man cave than your kitchen. So just bear that in mind. But there's loads of ones you can buy. They all do the same job at the end of the day. It's all the same Torps that go in it. So just get one that you think that goes with your kitchen and size. And then when you get the Torps, my suggestion is, when they turn up, store them in the fridge the way they're going to go into the machines. They're all going to pretty much go in laying down, and leave them in the fridge at least 24 hours before you put them in to the machine. I know some people put them in the freezer. You can do that, but if you forget about them, they'll explode. But leave it laying like this, because this is the position it's going to be in the machine. When it comes to loading it, treat it like a newborn baby. Be really careful. Pull the cap off, take the little hose out, set it all up and load it in really delicately like that. And you'll find it won't be as lively when you come to pulling it. So you could probably load it 5 minutes, maybe pulling yourself a pint, to be honest. As you can see from this one, the pint has settled lovely. So it is really drinkable. You just got to give it a bit of time. That stuff, it's as close you're going to get to a pub pint, to be honest. So yeah, so listen, look, this video's getting on to 7.5 minutes. I'm going to say, listen, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beer. Please like, comment and subscribe. It lets me know that you're happy with the content, and it encourages me to do a little bit more. So thanks for watching again. Buy yourself a Heineken, get yourself a submachine, get yourself some Heineken. Well worth it. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much.